So, good evening, dear worldwide mainstream racing series fans. We are here for our 8th part of the Season 2 drivers interviews. And for tonight, I may welcome Blake Garey.
Good evening.
There he is. And second one, here is Mark Goodman. Good evening to you too.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello, hello. I am very happy that you boys are with me tonight. We tonight will wrap up our series of our full-time drivers, and I want to jump right into the action with the first question, both of you simultaneously. First, who is Blake Garey?
I'm a car and racing enthusiast.
Okay.
15. I don't really know what to say, to be honest.
That's okay.
Interview, so.
That's totally okay. Just who are you a fan of? Is there anything in particular you are a fan of in the F1 world, in football, in any kind of other sports, whatever comes to your mind?
No, it's all just racing, to be fair.
Okay.
I'm not a massive fan of football.
But only F1, or is there any other racing series you follow too?
F1, MotoGP, and Rally.
Okay. Interesting. And yeah, same question goes out to you. Who is Mark Goodman?
Well, I am a 37-year-old sports nut and a bit of a geek.
Okay.
Come from Dudley in the West Midlands, in the middle of England. Sports-wise, follow just about every sport you can think of. Football, I'm a big Wolves fan, but I also watch rugby, cricket, NFL, any motorsport. Basically, if it's sport and it's on TV, I will sit and watch it.
As this sounds, I suppose your day has about 50 hours. If you say if you say you're a nerd, you're a geek, you're a fan of everything, okay, I would like to have so much time to follow all of that stuff.
All I can say is thank goodness I can record TV shows.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, let's stay with you for a moment. Let's jump into second question. What do you think is Mark Goodman's biggest race success?
Online race success has got to be actually last week's podium, awarded after the event, unfortunately, but still P3 in Japan wasn't really one of my favourite tracks. So to finish on the podium was an unreal thing for me, especially as for me it's the biggest achievement because where I've come from, how much I was able last week to keep up on pace and not just get a finish because others crash out in front of me. I was able to race, overtake, and have just the way I've improved so much since we started a year ago with this MRS league. That's why last week was probably the best race I've had.
You said online. Do you race in the real life too?
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Only maybe on a few stag do's and go-karting occasionally, but nothing serious.
Okay. Same question to you. What's the biggest race success of Blake Garey?
It'd probably be my quali pole in Singapore.
That was it last year or this season?
Last season.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you had quite a good success and result in Suzuka too, wasn't it?
No, I crashed.
I mean, quali-wise.
Oh yeah, I got
second.
Yeah, I got fourth.
Fourth. Yep,
then,
you were second after the start. Yeah. Yep. Okay. So Blake, how do you think back to your last season? What comes in your mind first? What was the biggest or the best and the worst moments of season 1 in MIS?
To be fair, probably the best moments were finishing and actually getting points. Okay. I didn't really have a strong start, and it was my first time playing F1 was in this league, and I'd like to think I've come a long way.
Okay, so F1 2020 was your first ever F1 game too?
Yeah.
Okay. That's so interesting, so unbelievable for me. I know I'm more than double your age, but still, I remember back to the mid '90s where I played my first Formula One game, and you could barely call it a game compared to today. And so this is very interesting, very intriguing to imagine how someone feels who plays F1 2020 for the very first time. So is there anything in particular you remember as your worst moment, or where you would like to travel back in time and change anything, or any stupid mistake or anything like that?
I'd like to change Monaco. I still finished in the points, but just where I was on the track at the start, it just ruined me.
Monaco. Yeah. What's on your mind about Monaco, Mark Goodman?
Oh, I absolutely hate driving that track.
I love the track. It's just...
It's about every 5 laps you need a wing change usually.
Yeah, I think I had like 10 wing changes.
That was the record for pit stops, I think. 10, wasn't it?
No one's going to beat me.
Who of you was it who had a new front wing in average every 3.9 laps?
It was me.
Okay. Me, that's Blake Garey. Isn't it? Blake,
yes.
That was you, yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah, that was really a crazy race. I remembered, I just couldn't believe it that you had in the end 10 pit stops and acquired a point for it. Totally crazy. Yeah, so did I ask you, Mark, about your last season yet?
No, you haven't.
Oh, so here we go. What's in your mind about the last season for you?
Well, best part of last season has to be another podium at Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
If I remember that race, it was a bit of a crazy race. Rain, dry rain. Managed to get there just to the end, third place. I might have been a minute behind the top 2, but I'll still finish third. But that was a good point about last year. Worst point about last season, driving a Haas.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know if even though they're supposed to be equal performance, I don't know what it is. It's just maybe a psychological thing. You're driving a Haas, it just felt rubbish.
It's a very interesting question, because I think we had it almost every time in our interviews when speaking or talking about the equal or the equality of cars, because for some reason there are a lot of different opinions on that, and so I take you dislike the Haas. Is it only because of the mostly disliked Ferrari engine voice, or do you really think that the Haas is feeling different compared to maybe now the AlphaTauri?
It felt different. It felt just really sluggish. You know, turning into corners, acceleration. It felt completely much slower than this year's AlphaTauri.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and Ferrari engine-wise, yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, really? You're just second or third person who says that he likes the Ferrari engine voice. The only one I can recall right now is Stefan Williams, who said that he likes the Ferrari voice. But okay, that's it about taste. Let's stay with you real quick, as I have already depicted your new car. Here is the AlphaTauri. What's your thoughts on the new season, especially now first about your team?
Well, it's a much nicer looking car, driving car. I'm still getting used to the new booster seat they're putting for UK. That's taking a bit of getting used to.
The new what? Sorry. The new what?
Booster seat, because he's so short.
Okay, I got it now. Yeah, okay.
But looking forward to this season, I'm looking at this season to keep improving every week.
Mm-hmm.
Drive faster and faster. My first aim is really just to try and get points finish of any kind, start off there, and then hopefully by the end of the season be challenging for decent points and maybe even more podiums, just like last week in Japan.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you answered already 2 questions at once now from me.
Oh, sorry.
No, not a problem. how do you feel the connection inside your team? So I have to look it up really quick. You are teammate of Andrew Mont. Yeah, how do you feel alongside of the monster?
It's really, really good in our team. We have good camaraderie, good communication. We practice quite a bit with each other. We do little races, and we on and off the track, as it were. We get on quite well. Have good banter with the football and stuff, and especially on the track, we're very, very similar pace. I looked at the drivers' championships earlier, and we're both level on points. So it's a good even contest, and then we're both pushing each other.
Are you real life
to get
friends?
better and better each week. Didn't know him before MRS, but since then, definitely classed us as friends, good friends now.
Andrew always compares himself in a similar situation as Pierre Gasly.
Because he got Gaslied.
Yeah, exactly. He got Gaslied, being downranked from Red Bull to AlphaTauri. So, are you a Kvyat or are you a Tsunoda?
I want to say I'm an up-and-coming driver who's been promoted to AlphaTauri, ready to get promoted again.
Okay, and you are just
That's what I'm hoping 50. For.
And you are just 5 feet tall or so.
I'm not that sure, but not far off.
Okay. So, same question to you, Blake Garey. Thoughts about your new team? The Williams it is.
I'm quite happy with it, to be fair. It's not as good looking as the Alpha, but it drives so much better, even with equal. So it just feels so much smoother.
When you say Alpha, you mean Alfa Romeo?
Yeah.
So means you liked to be in the Alfa Romeo car last year?
Yeah, I like the look of the Alfa Romeo, but just think about the Williams, it just feels better.
So, sorry if I repeat it, but does that mean you like the Ferrari engine sound?
No, I hate it.
But you were in the Alfa Romeo, so I suppose you always raised muted your TV then. No, seriously. If you say you like Williams, I always suppose that Williams still has a very, very big or deep fan base in the UK. But you, as a totally new driver, are you somehow linked to any Williams fan base, or do you just don't care if that's a traditional English team?
I just like the team, to be fair.
Okay. In real life too, so you are struggling with them in real life and be tortured with all their bad results.
I'm a bit torn between McLaren and Williams.
Yeah, the two big old English Formula One brands. How's your connection to your teammate?
I haven't really spoken to him, to be fair.
Okay. All right. So maybe that's a little bit of a chance to work together. Kantan is new to MIS, of course, just a few weeks that he's in. But he has shown some great results. And how would you describe your season thus far? Second season for you.
It's been alright. I've scored some points. I've also got driver of the day. But I think to going further on with the season, I just need to stop panicking and making stupid little mistakes, because that's what's causing me to crash and lose out on points.
Which kind of mistakes are you referring to, or is there anything in particular that comes to your mind?
I just push too hard. Say if there's someone in front of me, I'll push and just push as hard as I can, and then I'll just get the corner wrong, or I'll just ride the curb and just spin it, or just lose the back end.
Okay, I see. You are sitting now in 17th position. Mark already at least partly answered the question, so let's stay with you for a moment. What is your goal for the rest of the season?
I'd like to get up there and start to fight. To fight. Oh my god, I've lost my words. Give up. To start fighting for points and try.
Okay. Okay. So if you want to start fight for points, you should not give up, just like you did not give up the answer. Is there any position or any amount of points in particular you think of? Is there any zone where you start? If I finish there, I could call it a success or anything like that, or is it just week to week?
Yeah, I'd like to try and stay in the points and try to keep scoring continuous points throughout the weeks, and maybe get a podium or two.
Okay. So you are, as far as I know, please correct me if I'm wrong, you are the youngest person in the MRS. And
I think so, yeah.
We have a few very young people, but you are the definite hatchling. But the way how you have been treated in the last month has, I think, shown the character of MRS, because there has never been any bad words or any hard feelings. So as competitive as the MRS is, but there's always some decent friendship and helping out each other in the time between the races. On the track it's something different, but the other time I think it's very, very friendly community. And to me, there were a few moments where it was shown to me in particular how the boys treated you. So if I may say so, if I may be that, if I can put it that way for our hatchling, I am very happy that you are part of it and that you fight your way through, and I hope that you will be a big, how can I say that you pay off the big potential that everyone sees in you. So fingers crossed for you. And you already told me before we broadcasted it, but let's have your opinion about the next upcoming race in Mexico, please.
Oh, I hate the track with a passion.
Okay. Anything in particular? Is there any sector or any turn or anything you miss out regularly where you think, come on, how can it be?
It's just a bit boring. There's not a lot of turns.
Boring?
Yeah.
Okay. So where would you rather go racing? What's your favorite place?
I like Singapore.
Okay.
Are you mad?
Yeah, funny, because both of you said that Singapore last season was their each best result.
Doesn't mean I like it.
Yeah, okay, given that. Okay, thanks, Blake. Mark, you partly already answered it. But again, is there any defined goal or target for the upcoming 2/3 of the remaining season?
Well, last year in the championship, I think I finished in 10th place. So again, come the end of it, especially as we've added some new fast drivers into the league, I'd be very happy to get another 10th place again. And in each race going forward, if I'm regularly competing for points, that is the aim.
Okay, but no any particular position. So if you say 10th might be hard, so I would at least want to be, I don't know, 9th or anything like that.
Well, of course, as high as I can go, and when I look at the table near the end of the season, if I can get even more points, I'm going to go for it. But I say 10th is sort of a minimum target for me. But then the more I get, more points I can get, then the better, and I will go for that in every race.
Okay. One last question to both of you, as we have now a certain first picture of our standings and all that stuff. Who would you bet on now to be the champion in the end?
I'm just gonna have a quick look at the table.
So you'd have to say probably CMO.
I don't know. I think K delay, because
CMO's took advantage of him being away for a few seasons. I mean,
He's
few,
had
few
two-
seasons, few races.
He's had 2 races he hasn't done, and Simo's only 9 points ahead.
Yeah,
So I think he's in
that's.
for a strong chance.
I think that's going to be a good battle throughout the whole season.
Yeah.
Be between those two.
So you think Seymour or Kantan will do it in the end?
Yeah.
I'd say so, yeah.
No watches in.
Unless I make a great.
I was just about to say, you never know. Dom might come back. He's climbing up the points.
Well, Dominic Walsh is now sitting in 7th and has half the amount of points than Peter Simpson. That's really amazing. From what is
Anything can happen.
that's definitely true. The incredible thing about the Seymour performance is I think that he finished half the races, but all that he finished, he always won.
Yeah.
So that's really amazing. It's incredible, statistic. Let's see how that goes on. But right now, after 7 races, I think Seymour does look very strong. Let's see how or if his streak might continue or not. Anything else you boys want to add to it? Anything you want to speak out and tell the millions of worldwide MRS fans out there?
The millions of fans watching live now.
Totally. Totally.
Well, first of all, I want to give a shout out to you, Seb. Your commentary every week is great. Love rewatching it or to see how we do and see your coverage. So a massive thank you for doing that every week.
Thanks for your nice words.
Also a massive shout out for the guys setting up the league, Mr. Lawson and all the stewards. It's a really friendly community. It's one of the best that I've been in for league teammates and other races.
Definitely.
So actually a big shout out to everyone for, driving as fast as they can, but driving fairly and having fun at the same time.
The Great League's like a massive family, to be fair.
Exactly.
Totally agree.
So we should recall it in MRF maybe as soon as the new game is out.
Yes, I like that.
Mainstream racing family.
Exactly. So guys, thanks for being with me and have a nice evening.
No, thank you.
As it is already Tuesday, I now have to hurry to get my plane towards Mexico. Let's see you. Let's see you in
Sunscreen.
Yeah, exactly. Let's see you in 24 hours in Latin
Ready for the
America.
race.
Exactly. Thanks for being here. Have a nice evening. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.
Okay.
Ciao.
Bye all.